Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all in between and outside of that spectrum, welcome to a slightly different video. I wanted to speak quite candidly about mental health today. And I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. I don't think I've uploaded something since I did the Raven. But I just want to update you guys on what I've been up to for the past few months, the difficulties I've had, and what I've done to try and cope with them. I'm recording this on my phone next to a river, which I'll explain as I get forward. So basically, the past few months, better half of a year, mainly this year, it's been very tough for me mentally. I've struggled, autism, change. There's been a massive change this year with the lockdown and all that stuff, and I found myself, to put a long story short, getting angry quite a lot. And I found myself punching walls a lot whenever I got frustrated, whenever anything would change, whenever there's a miscommunication with anybody. And that was something quite new. I've been quite a calm person, but having this, that surprised me. I was like, this is definitely something new for this year. And mentally I've had to deal with things like really bad intrusive thoughts, and the guilt I feel from those. Intrusive thoughts are the simple things like, oh, what would happen if you pushed, this person on the floor or something like that. And but with me, I think something to do with autism and empathy. I feel the guilt as though I've done that, and those intrusive thoughts got very, very bad and very, very specific over the past 3 or 4 months, and the guilt I felt from them was starting to get quite unbearable. And I've always deal with intrusive thoughts. It always felt a bit like there was a part of me that wasn't happy with the way I was, or there was like almost as if there was like describe it as a writer, a demon inside my head who didn't want me to be happy, and so would point out people's flaws, just compare my life with others, and it'd be an extremely just negatives, just distilled negativity, and it was really, really difficult for me to handle. But it's gotten a lot worse over the past 3 or 4 months, and it's caused havoc with my work life, my personal life. It's made my relationships difficult. It's put pressure on them, and it's been very tough for me. I have to admit, it's very tough for me. But I'm making this video just to say what I've done to try and combat that. So what I've done is I called the crisis line, because punching walls, I guess, sort of counts as self-harm. More like instant DIY. But I did what, I called out the crisis line. I spoke to a doctor there. There was a few things that sort of triggered some changes that happened, a few changes in life, a few changes at work, stuff like that, which made things very difficult for me. And change, I understand, is like a normal part of life, but it became change has always been difficult for me. So I had just like a multitude of different things to deal with. But anyway, so back to that. I was talking to the crisis line. They're very lovely people. I went to speak to a few of the people at the hospital. Now, what was scary for me is that I visited friends who have had to go to mental hospitals, and the buildings have always been really scary to me. Always felt very sort of enclosed and just horrifying. And I always felt really horrible for my friends who had to go there. But doctors were very reassuring. The social workers were amazing. So I started doing talking therapies with an amazing company called Talk Changes, I believe. And basically I spoke to a lovely lady called Chanel, who really, really helped me out. She didn't mind all my bad jokes, which I do to calm my nerves when it comes to humour. My bad dad jokes. And I've also got other doctors going to doctors at the hospital looking into me, seeing what other kinds of therapies, I think psychiatry, some stuff like that. So basically, like 2 avenues at the moment. I've got talking therapy, and I've got the hospital, and they're seeing which will work best for me. I'll admit it's scary. I don't know what the future holds, and I know there's gonna be a future version of me who's watching this, and I'm sure he's good. Inshallah, I hope he's good. I hope he's alive. I hope he's happy. But at the moment, it's a very difficult time in my life. I feel like I'm in a transitional period between one version of myself and another, and it's scary. It's really, really scary for me. But yeah, and where I am right now, I realised that London was driving me just a bit crazy. I love London. London was quite loud, and I think my mind, for the first time in a long time, because I don't like quiet. I'm a very loud guy. Quietness doesn't do me well. But I found a nice little it's like a pod. A pod on a farm. It's like a little wood cabin. Not too far outside of Colchester. So I've been staying there for a few days. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm making a video about my trip, just for a few days. I'm in a place called Manningtree, I believe this area is called. This area, I believe, is called Manningtree. It's like a river, and out there it's like the sea and all of that stuff. So yeah, I believe this place is called Manningtree. I'll put a correction in it. It's near a place called Lawford. I'll put a correction in the description if I get that wrong. Just for a few days. I'm going to put a link to the vlog I make about my trip, because I didn't want to bog it down with all mental health stuff. So I'm going to put a link to that once I make it eventually, and then at the end of this video. So that's where I am right now. It is peaceful. It is. I think it is helping. Being able to just hear the sound of trees and animals, being able to see the stars at night, which is something you can't really do in London. And also the pod's an extremely reasonable price. I think something like only like £30 a night, something like that. So it's really good to get away. I'm going to leave a link to everything in the description below so you guys can check it out. But it's been really nice. Today I was woken up to cockcalls, and I actually I've actually woken up, had breakfast, showered. A lot of the time with depression and stuff like that, you forget stuff like personal hygiene and all that stuff. But it's good today. But everybody out there who's suffering, don't be too hard on yourself. I know that's easier said than done. God, I'm feeling a lot of self-loathing at the moment, so I'm trying to give out the advice I'm trying to take myself. But basically, we're getting there. But yes, I got up, had some breakfast, washed, and I just had a lovely long walk. It took me like an hour or so to walk here, because the buses we're spoiled with buses in London. Like out here, the buses come maybe once every 20 minutes, an hour, and you can't see, the bus stops don't have the lists of the buses that are on it. So it's really interesting, but it's good fun. So I sort of walked here. It was lovely. I picked up a Tangle teaser. I lost mine on the way here. But anyway, enough of that tangent. So I really want to make this video just to update all of you guys, just let you know I'm alive. It's very tough for me at the moment. It's a very tough time, oops, as a human being, as an actor, as somebody with autism, having to deal with change, having to deal with the world as it is right now, with everything being unpredictable with regards to the lockdown, with just everything you see on the news. I know there are lots of people going through what I'm going through right now, with different multitudes of things. I know people who have got BPD, people who've got psychosis and all that stuff, and they're struggling too. I want to speak to a lot of people out there. I want to say, all the time, and this is where like the idea, this is where fragile masculinity comes into it. But a lot of the time we're told to man up. So guys out there, please look into getting therapy, because we lump a lot of our emotional burdens and a lot of our crap onto women, and the women in our lives, whether they be partners, mums, sisters, we lump a lot of that onto them, and we have so many underlying issues that we don't talk about. So we need to go out there, get therapy, help with insecurities, and we've all got them. But I want everyone to take the first step, and that's the hardest part, is taking the first step. That was the hardest part for me. I'm getting help. Things are getting there, but it's scary for me. I'm terrified. I'm terrified about the future, about making wrong decisions. I'm absolutely terrified. But I'm here, and I'm breathing. And after this year, that's something a lot of people can't say. So I thank God for that. I thank everybody around me for all of the support they've given me. So yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna wrap up the video now. It's coming up to like 11 minutes. Just want to say, watch over your mental health. And I say this as someone who's not been doing this, but please put your mental health first and put yourself and do what you need to do to make you happy. And know that you are loved and you deserve to be happy, and that there will be better days coming. And no matter what you believe in, I'm gonna pray for you, inshallah. I hope all of you watching this find the peace of mind that you need, and I say cheers to better days, and remember that your health is more important than money, it's more important than business, and I know that's difficult if you're like running your own business and all that stuff, but remember, you can't hold that weight on your shoulders, when you're dealing with like multiple things at once. So please just try and find time to be kind to yourself, okay? Because you deserve kindness, you deserve gentleness, you deserve forgiveness from yourself more than anybody else. So please forgive yourself and love yourself. And I'm gonna try and do the same. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much covered everything. Like I said, I'm gonna put a link once I get home and I eventually edit together the video of my trip. Please give it a watch. Please go and rent out the pod. They are, it is Ian and Rebecca, I believe. They're absolutely lovely. Please go and check them out. I'm on Airbnb. And yeah, guys, keep being amazing. I love every single one of you. There will be better days coming, inshallah. And to the future version of me watching this, I hope you're doing good, buddy. And I'm proud of you for making it. Alright guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all in between and outside of that spectrum, keep being amazing. I love you all. Peace.